Hello friends and family, and welcome to another review on Force Cars Gaming. I am NinjaGuy X, and today I'll be bringing you to the wonderful world of My Friend Peppa Pig. So let's have a look and see if this game is made for your kids. I actually wasn't familiar with Peppa Pig before I learned about the game, so I really went in blind on it, knowing that it was a game made for a younger audience. The game is a 2D adventure game where you control Peppa's friend. You can move left or right and interact with objects by pressing the A button. When the game starts and you go in the settings, you have the options to select your language, and there's actually a lot of language supported on there, which is pretty nice. You can also turn the subtitle on or off. There's also a parental control feature that lets you decide how long you want a play session to be. So for example, if the session would be 20 minutes, when the time expires, Peppa will feel sleepy and then you will go to bed to end the session. The game doesn't close or anything though, so you can continue your playthrough right after the sleeping scene. But it's a good way for an adult to be aware that it's time for their kids to stop. You can also remap your growl and jump buttons if needed. These are just actions that you can do during the game, but they have no impact in processing in the game. You also have a volume control if you ever need to lower down the volume in the game. Something weird that happened to me is when I opened the game on my second session, all volume controls were set to 0. So no volume was coming out of the game. I just had to go back in the settings and turn it back up. When you start a new game, you get to create your character. You get to decide the type of color of clothing, the type of animal you want to be, your fur color, and additional accessories like glasses and hats. The story starts with Peppa being super excited to have a new friend to come visit him, which is you. While you're with Peppa, you get to experience a full adventure of life with Peppa. It's like watching a full interactive movie of the show. During the adventure, you get to do activities, solve a friend or family's issue, or even just help out with something. You get to see multiple locations like your grandparents' house, a museum, and even a ski resort. I like that there was a lot of variety in the locations since it kept the game fresh with the story. I wasn't really bored throughout my playthrough. I would say that out of the Stadia library, this is the game aimed at the youngest audience. There are other kids games on the platform, but none are as simple and as family friendly as this one. It does a great job at giving us the simple experience that it's trying to achieve. There's nothing to read on the screen and everything is voice acted. So the game contains a few glitches, like one time the animals were speaking, but the voice clip wasn't playing. And every time that I started the game after my first playthrough, I always had to redo the Windy Castle section. The music is great and achieves what it needs to do, but I find that the game lacks of music. There's a few sections where no music were playing, and I feel like this might cause some children to stop paying attention to the game when there's no music or barely any sound. I also wish that there was a co-op mode where a parent could control Peppa to help out with their young one to interact with the environment. You know, I'm just nitpicking now and there are not necessary features, but they would be just a nice addition. My Friend Peppa Pig is currently available on Google Stadia for $49.99 plus tax. As an adult, this game took me around 2 hours to 100% complete it. And in my opinion, the price feels a little high for what the game is. But don't get me wrong though, the game is entertaining and pretty well polished. I would only recommend this game if either your kid is a big fan of Peppa Pig or if you're looking for a very young child to have a game that doesn't require a lot of effort to play. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. And let us know in the comments below if you think that My Friend Peppa Pig would be a game that your kid would enjoy. You can watch a full 100% family-friendly playthrough on Force Cars Gaming, or a 1-hour first impression of the game on my channel. The links are in the description below. Goodbye everyone! Take it to the next level.